Hey guys, so a bit of a shit house with the podcast because I haven't been very well for the past few days. Do you know what? It's actually been quite an interesting time for me, because the ups and downs of being a founder. When you achieve something, it's like, what's next? You never really achieve anything. To caveat what I've just said, I've been building my startup bootstrapped for the past few years now, about 4 years. We're finally revenue generating, which is so exciting, but also comes with highs and lows. The lows being that you're constantly pumping funds into your business. Um, and the highs obviously being with the revenue generation. But it's sustaining that and making sure that you're always on the right track. And I think, like I said, I moved house, I was quite sick. There were so many things, and it's like so many excuses which aren't needed. But then you also have to take the recovery time. And I think I'm trying to balance that at the moment and understand that it's actually needed time to recover, and also to listen to the body. Like, the business will always be there, especially because I'm not giving up ever. But it's definitely time to refocus and realign and sort out my priorities, which is what I'm doing. But if you are someone out there who is building a business and you're having a hard time at the moment with your bootstrapping, it's exactly the same for me as well. It can be really challenging managing a full-time job and also the growing expenses of a startup, especially when you are revenue generating and you kind of want to pump more in to get even more business. But yeah, I would say I was thinking about it and I thought about how much I like taking risks. I think my day job has kept me quite tired over the past few weeks, and I just needed to realign and recenter because, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not saving lives. It's not the be all and end all, especially in my day job, and there's no point in me burning myself out, and not being able to do the one thing that I love. And I found balance with my personal life, which is great, but I think it's just bringing back my startup and also my motivation for that. Not that it ever went, I think it was just being heavily masked by being so tired, but I'm in a very stable place in my job now, which I've not had for years. So I think there's something there, and I'm moving into a period of, okay, actually, let's be sustainable. Let's create things that will just keep going and keep ticking over whilst I'm looking at other areas that I can really accelerate. And I think for me, the biggest thing that I've realized is that when you have a startup, sometimes in the beginning, and others will know this, but meeting people organically or meeting them for a coffee is like the best way to build that initial connection. And that's something that I'm working on this week, is like meeting people for coffee, just actually having a genuine discussion about their needs, about what they're doing, because they keep you in mind. And I think that that's a big thing. So I think that that's something I'll do, especially because I'm service based. Of course, it's subscription based. And without a shit ton of money to pump into the startup for ads, the best thing I can do is genuinely connect with people. So going to conferences and stuff like that. So I'm going to do some outreach this evening, and then go from there. But yeah, it's a really interesting one and something that I'm actually quite excited about because I love meeting people. It's actually much nicer than a Zoom call as well for me. There's no anxiety. It's like, actually, let's just have a chat and see what's going on. Um, so yeah, but if that's you and you are kind of in that part, just I would say focus on the revenue generation side of things and think, how can I do it for the least amount of money? What can I do that will get a response? And this seems to be my way. And we'll see if it works. I'll test it this week and we'll see what happens. Um, but I think it's a better use of my time than what I've been doing before. I'm relying on social content that isn't backed up by ads or proper, proper strategy, in the sense of, I can't, like I said, I can't push it out on paid ads. Um, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But no, just a little update. Should have come yesterday, so sorry about that. But I'll be back on Sunday. But anyway, thanks, guys. And like I said, feel free to drop me a message if you need to talk to anyone. I think it's always good as a founder to talk to people. But yeah, thanks, guys. Speak soon.